Welcome to on tonight's Clubhouse Live. Aaron Jones is here, and he was Showtime on Sunday. Hey, and joining Aaron on the big show is Packers cornerback Josh Jackson. Green Bay took care of Washington. We'll look back on the game and ahead to what's next. Plus, we've got a fun Clubhouse Live challenge on tap, but you might need to cover your ears. It's time to get started, so let's open the doors. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back once again to the Clubhouse Sports Pub and Grill. We're in the Red Line Hotel, Paper Valley. Snowy, cold, windy, wintry downtown Appleton, Wisconsin. I'm Brett Christopherson with USA Today Network Wisconsin. A lot of energy here in the clubhouse tonight. How y'all doing? Victory Monday. We'll talk about that in a bit, but we've got to talk about these little guys right here. Give it up to Jackson, Liam, and Carson. Tonight's door openers tonight. And two of them. Liam is Josh's bike buddy, by the way. And, of course, Carson is Aaron's bike buddy. And Jackson's just hanging out with the guys. That's what he just wants to do. So give it up one more time for the guys. And now let's turn those cheers into a whole bunch of boos as we welcome our other member of the Clubhouse Live crew. It is Chicago Bears fan, Ricardo Arguello, everybody.
Hello.
A little more intense.
They're a little salty.
A little more intense because
salty,
it
as the kids
Bears
say.
Week.
It is Bears Packers week. Can't wait for it, Brett. Are you amped? I'm amped.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready to watch the Packers win. How about you guys? Yeah.
Oh, boy. In for a surprise
Well,
Sunday.
hey, this is the time that you always have to do your stupid Bears minute, so I guess we're going to have to do it again. But
Yes.
Congratulations. They beat a lousy Dallas Cowboys team 31-24 last Thursday. It really doesn't count anymore.
Lousy.
The Cowboys are a train wreck. They're a train wreck.
Yes.
Now, but
lousy
you-
after you beat the Redskins.
Hey,
okay.
you apparently have a special Bears
Yes,
minute tonight.
listen, this is a special Bears. Actually, no, all kidding aside, this is actually kind of serious. I want to say, first off, listen to this. Be thankful for your Green Bay Packers. Let me tell you why about this. This is going to take less than a minute, Brett, I promise.
Hurry up.
I'm on my way to vacation out to San Diego. I have a lot of family out there. Let me tell you, my family has not gotten over the Chargers leaving. A lot of them are all Chargers fans, especially my uncle. Since the 80s has been a season ticket holder and watched a lot of bad football. You know, Chargers were kind of up and down, right? We know this. Let me tell you something. Be thankful for your Green Bay Packers. We had a talk earlier this week, and he mentioned about that again, that, the ability that the Packers, they can't leave Green Bay, can they, Brett?
Nope.
I don't think they can. Well, let's just say when Spanos, the Chargers owner, took the Chargers and took them up to L.A., it was a broken man who I was talking to afterwards. You know, my uncle has been, like I said, a season ticket holder. He took it very hard. This is a proud Navy veteran now, and he took it hard. Don't ever take your Packers for granted. I just want to say that. That's my special point because the Chargers, hey, Packers are the only team where that can't happen.
I think that's a Packers minute right there.
That's a Packers minute. Actually, more Chargers.
Packers 2
minute.
minutes.
So yeah, it's tough, and he has to. He did his allegiance did not follow the Chargers to L.A.
No.
So yeah, he's a
There you go.
very grumpy man.
Appreciate
right
that, Ricardo.
Thank
we
you.
appreciate that. Now, be quiet the rest of the show.
Okay.
Hey, how do you guys like Packers 20, Redskins 15? You like it? And how about that running back named Aaron Jones again? Season high, 134 yards. Also scored his 15th touchdown overall of the season and keeping the Packers atop the NFC North standings and in striking distance of claiming a first-round playoff bye. Showtime averaged 8.4 yards per carry. How about that? Green Bay churned out 174 rushing yards overall. He also led the way in the passing game with 6 catches, 58 yards. The highlight, how about, remember that sensational 25-yard grab along the sideline? That was a big catch on 3rd and 14. Added up in our co-host, 192 total yards of offense in the victory. Also had one run go for a season-best 42 yards. Defense and special teams also produced. How about those guys? Packers 8 quarterback hits, 4 sacks, and may have found a return man in Tyler Ervin. How about him? Swervin' Irvin, I guess, is his nickname. 3 divisional foes await in the final 3 weeks of the regular season. Up first and next is the hated Chicago Bears, right?
Mwah.
By the way,
Mwah.
congrats to Matt LaFleur becoming the winningest rookie Packers head coach in team history with 10 wins already. So, yeah, happy Vince likes it too. Happy Vince. And he loves it because the man of the hour, the star of the game, the star of our show, he's sitting right there. It is Green Bay Packers running back Aaron Jones. And another good guest is along for the ride. How about Green Bay Packers cornerback Josh Jackson? He's sitting right over there. First, thank you to our presenting sponsor, Superior Discount Liquors, a full-service liquor store with the area's largest selection of liquor, wine, and beer. They also take special orders on hard-to-find items with locations in Green Bay, Manitowoc, and Sheboygan. Stop in today. Ricardo, quickly, this is an interactive show.
Yes, it is. So we invite your comments and questions to our live chat that can be found online next to our video viewer. Sammy West, there she is. She's monitoring the chat. She'll relay those comments and questions right over to you.
Yes, Twitter, I'm at PC Bretzi, PC Ricardo, by Samantha West, at Showtime, TYME_33, and Josh is at Josh Rando3. Also, give us a like on Facebook, facebook.com/Clubhouse Live. Now, I've been going with the Vikings welcome mat in recent weeks, but it is Bears week. So I've got that ugly thing for the guys to stomp their feet all over.
Beautiful logo.
That's a terrible
Beautiful
logo. I told you it looks
Best
like a
in
toilet
sports.
seat. We've talked about that numerous occasions. But I'm going to look forward to watching the guys stomp their feet. Our co-host is in his 3rd NFL season, all with the Packers. He can be seen on the video board now at Pfizer Forum. Did you see that at the Bucs game the other night? Giving him a big round of applause. He's a touchdown maker. He's a playmaker, and he needs your Pro Bowl vote. So get out and vote. Give it up for Green Bay Packers running back number 33, Aaron Showtime Jones.
There it is. There it is.
I tried to use oh, no. I tried to use this as my shield.
Now, why are you
I'm
fighting?
trying to ward him off.
I was wondering why that was in the seat.
Brett, why are you fighting that? That was supposed to be a deal every time,
Oh,
He's
yeah.
supposed to hug you.
I saw
I
you
didn't make
stand
that
up
deal.
and give me a hug.
I didn't. Put that
Yeah, I
away.
saw you stand up and give me a hug.
I'm not standing up and getting
Oh.
anybody
It's supposed to be a
Are you
hug.
kidding me?
It's
No,
supposed to be a
sir.
hug.
No.
Do it, Aaron.
I ain't
to be a
giving
hug.
anybody a hug.
Go ahead,
Get
Aaron.
away
I'm
from
gonna
me.
teach you how to give somebody
I
a
ain't
hug.
hugging it. I almost fell off the stage. No. No.
You're like the Grinch, Brett.
No.
Your heart's
Scrooge.
two sizes too small.
Scrooge.
Sweaty.
By humbug, huh?
I'm very flustered right now. I don't like it, but congratulations
turning red.
to you. I am red. I
He
told
is
you
very
it's,
red.
it's a real anxiety. I don't know why people think I'm kidding around. I don't like being touched, period. Hey, a programming note. Let's get back onto the script. Very Clubhouse Christmas show next week. Wear your ugliest, best Christmas sweaters. The best ones, the ugliest ones, win prizes. So hopefully, Aaron, you got an ugly Christmas sweater you can bring to the show.
In the works.
Yes, if you got one of Ricardo's face on there, that would be really good, or the Bears
Beautiful.
logo or something.
Gorgeous.
That would be fantastic. Hopefully your guests can wear one too. So we always have a good time and give out some great prizes. And again, a very unique Christmas card photo will be taken as well. So Pro Bowl voting, I want to get that out, Aaron Jones. Go to NFL.com/Pro Bowl/ballot right now to cast your vote for this guy because he deserves the honor, doesn't he? And I have submitted my ballot for you. I have voted for Aaron Jones.
you.
Thank you very much. Please do the same, everybody online. But I know this. While that would be a cool honor, you don't want to be playing in that game, do you? You want to be preparing for a different game.
Definitely would much rather be playing in that game, but one game at a time.
Hey, it's Bears week, one game at a time, and hopefully you and Josh could just picture Ricardo during game preparation this week. Look at him. Look at that smug-looking little face right there.
No smugness, just confidence.
No, that's no confidence. You have something to say to him?
Nothing at all. I'll talk to him next week.
Oh,
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough.
How
Fair
about
enough.
he's going to probably run for $158 and 3 touchdowns? That'll be his talking, right, everybody? That'll be the way he talks.
Quite the imagination, but yes.
I don't
okay.
think it's an imagination because that's all he's been doing all season long. Hey, I saw some photos on Packers.com of your mother, Virgis. Where is Virgis? Right there, wearing the cheesehead sombrero. She was wearing it. First, it is nice to see that it's being put to use. We appreciate that. But have you officially given her your present?
Re-gifting.
I wouldn't say I gifted it to her. I let her use it to walk me into the game, and yeah, I mean, I have multiple hats that have been given to me for gifts, and my brother like, can I wear that hat? I'm like, yeah, of course. Yes. And he returns it to me. So, not giving a gift, but sharing. Sharing is caring.
Well, I was very proud to see that cheesehead sombrero on your head. It looked beautiful. And, yes, I want to see it a little bit more in the days to come. By the way, Aaron's father, Alvin Sr., is sitting right over there as well. Good to see the Jones family here tonight. We like it. Well, congratulations on a big afternoon on the football field. Let's go over the accolades again. It seems like this has been commonplace on the show this year. Season high 134 yards rushing, right? Another touchdown, just 16 carries, 8.4 yards per carry average. 6 catches, 58 yards, 92 more yards. We'll talk about your season total a little bit later on, but you're doing jump cuts and you're bouncing it outside, and you're looking good out there. Were you in the zone? Were you how does a running back get in the zone? What is the zone for a running back?
I think it just starts with your preparation and practice. I mean, you finish all your runs, you practice hard, you smell the end zone, you get used to getting in the end zone in practice. It'll happen in the game, and so, I mean, I did feel like I was in a zone. I was just having a lot of fun out there.
So you say preparation, but within the course of a game, are you seeing things clear? Are you just
oh, yeah, things are just a lot clearer for you. I mean, the game's slower for you, so you're able to kind of dissect it and go wherever you want.
Yes, and that's what he's going to do all game long on Sunday against the Chicago Bears. It's going to be a huge game for number 33. But take us on the field as you're lining up for a play. All right, you break the huddle. Aaron Rodgers is doing his thing, and you're looking around. What are you looking at? What are you thinking about? What are you seeing? Just take us on the field and right before the snap, and you're getting the ball.
I'm just reading my keys, kind of take a glance out, kind of scan the field so they can't see which way I'm going. They won't get a beat on if we're running right or running left. Then I'll kind of glance at what kind of technique there is, if it's a wide 9 or a 6 technique, or if he's kind of inside. It kind of tell me. Kind of dictate kind of where the play is going to go pre-snap if he plays it the right way, and then I just lock in on the ball so I don't jump or anything, because Aaron can make anybody jump with his cadence. So lock in on the ball, and then on the snap I just hit it and go.
You know, Aaron Rodgers last week after the Giants game, he mentioned about getting the running game, the timing better of the running. What does he mean by that, the timing of the running game? Is that everybody just working in unison?
Yeah, just everybody is synchronized. I mean, it takes everybody to make it work, so all 11 have to be on the same page. So it has to be synchronized for it to work and for big plays to happen.
Synchronized yesterday, wasn't it? Everybody was working. Was that just the reason why he took such a big jump back? I think he had 170-plus rushing yards as a team. Was everybody in unison? It was just one of those days. I
think that and also just the blocking unit. They did a very good job. Receivers did a good job going in there and hitting the safeties, and you'll see it later in the game that they were kind of paying attention more to them than the ball carriers. So that makes our job a lot easier.
Yeah, you're liking that, aren't you? So listen to this. I'm sure you guys. I know you guys read social media. You know what's out there. You're up to date with everything. But it's been a very interesting narrative, Ricardo, in looking at the win yesterday, because at least the coverage of the win. Because I'm seeing words like flawed, ugly, sputtering.
Who cares? A win's a win.
There we go. There we go. I wanted to ask you your reaction to that.
A win's a win. I mean, if you were to get $1 million, no, but you wouldn't care how you got it, would you? You'd be lucky with that $1 million. So a win's a win, and they're hard to come by in this NFL, and those guys are professionals as well. So it's a blessing to be able to get that win.
Now, first of all, don't yell at me. But secondly, I've got it on.
Don't ask me crazy questions.
I'm just asking what I see. Why is he so mean to me? Hey, there needs to be some more give and take I have on the script. Because Brian Balaga said afterwards, it is hard to win in this league. I can't overstate that enough. That's his quote. So, again, describe to the fans out there. We've talked about this early in the year. it doesn't matter who you're playing. If it's an 0-14 team or whatever, they're still professional athletes. But describe how difficult it is to do that every week.
I mean, it definitely doesn't. Look, they were 3-8 going into that game. We played Carolina, I think 2 weeks before, one possession game. We beat them at the end of the game. They beat Carolina, so that kind of tells you what kind of team they are and what kind of league it is. And you can say we were supposed to go down to LA and beat the Chargers statistically, but it's the NFL. You got to wake up. You got to play. The game's not just because you show up. The game's not going to win itself. You got to actually go out there and play.
Yes, there you go. What do you guys think? Right? You don't ever apologize for a win in the NFL. That's for sure.
You won't hear me apologizing.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
10-3, and this guy right across from us will be apologizing next week for acting so smug.
Not smug, confident.
No,
we'll see.
We'll see is right. Yeah, Mean Gene. Now, you afterwards, though, you did say about your offense, we'll play a lot better down the stretch. I feel like we're still getting it together. So what gives you that confidence that it's you're gonna have four full quarters of really good offensive football?
We just haven't put it together, but we just continue to find a way to make it work and win games, and that's a credit to our defense as well. They've been stepping up, and I mean, you held somebody to 15 points. You should win a game, so.
Complimentary football, right?
Definitely.
Defense is doing its thing. Special teams having a good game, and we'll talk about Swerve and Irvin here, as you call them, here in a little bit later on in the show. But let's look at your overall stats on the season. 779 rushing yards right now, 12 touchdowns. He's averaging 4.5 yards per carry, 425 yards and 3 TDs on 45 catches in the passing game. So overall, 1,204 total yards. Good thing we don't have a 1,000-yard hug. I appreciate that. But how about that so far? 1,200 offensive yards. You know, I always like to ask your guests kind of assess where they're at, but is this the production you envision for yourself? I guess, how do you think that your season's going, if you have to just be honest about it?
Yes and no. The yards per carry is a little too low for me. I like to raise that up. Not to my standard, but it's acceptable. But touchdowns, I wanted to lead the league in touchdowns, and I'm right up there. Just got to continue to finish strong, and I wanted to lead the league in rushing. My rushing yards are getting better each game, I feel like. So just got to finish strong on that, and I think I'll be right where I want to be at.
221 more yards, and you have 1,000 yards on the season rushing. What would that mean to you to reach that 1,000-yard mark?
It would mean a lot. I do a lot of reading and stuff, and I think it's only been like 2 fifth-round backs to ever get 1,000 yards. So that would mean a lot to me, and that's a big accomplishment. Not a lot of people get to do that in the NFL.
You know what I say? Do it all on Sunday. 221 yards against the Bears.
Sounds
great.
Sounds great.
Actually, over the next 3 games, you'd have to average 73.7 yards per game, so obviously very doable for you. Matt LaFleur, he's been careful with your snaps, right? Even though you're one of the more dynamic offensive threats in the league. Pro Football Reference, 502 offensive snaps for you right now, averaging about 39 a game. You have 175 carries, 45 catches on 59 targets, so he's been careful with you. He wants to make sure you're fresh down the stretch. So how are you feeling? I guess it's probably pretty much like the team. I mean, knock on wood, but so far so good as far as that goes, right?
I'm feeling really good. Just ready for the stretch and excited to continue to play football.
Are you equipped for more of a heavier workload? Are you ready for it? Because you know it's coming. December football.
I'm always ready.
Yes.
Ready for whatever life throws me. I'm always ready.
He's always ready. He didn't like that question either. That's question number 2 I've struck out on.
That should have been a
Brett,
rhetorical question.
Brett, by the way, one of those running backs that you mentioned in the 5th round, Jordan Howard for the Bears, ran for 1,000 yards.
There you go. We don't care.
No, I thought you would, though.
He plays for the Eagles.
Well, no, but he ran for 1,000 with the Bears.
Yeah, he's not
with
a Bear
the Bears,
anymore.
But you said Jordan Howard of the Bears,
yeah, you're right. He
so
plays for the Eagles.
Nobody cares about the Bears.
Oh, come
why
on.
am I talking to him?
Nobody
I told him I
cares.
wasn't going to talk to him until
See,
Monday.
Am I
Fair,
getting
I-
under your skin?
Aaron Jones is very feisty tonight.
He is very feisty.
He wants to beat you up after the show.
Oh, no, none of that.
A couple more things, and then it is time for your first audience question, Ricardo. So two of your bigger plays. The 42-yard run early second quarter. I want you quickly, Aaron, because it was on Twitter, but Jake Kummerow, big block, that kind of sprung that run, right?
Definitely.
Give him some love, yeah.
Definitely. A lot of receivers, they don't get a lot of love. People talk about the balls they catch or the balls they don't catch, but it's the things that they're doing when nobody or the dirty work that nobody's seeing that makes those big plays happen. I mean, Jake comes in there and he digs out Landon Collins, one of the
right.
if you go around the league, one of the top safeties in the league, just got paid from them, goes there and digs them out and just makes it clear for me I can just run freely and kind of went untouched. And so it happens a lot. Geronimo Allison, Alan Lazard, all those receivers, they're out there blocking their butts off.
Don't always have to catch passes to make an impact in a game, right? It's just that key block that can set you up.
Definitely. You don't always have to have the ball in your hands. You can be doing other things to impact the game.
And then how about the 3rd and 14 pass reception between Aaron Rodgers and Aaron Jones, right? 25 yards in front of the Packers bench. How about that play? That was probably the play of the game. You're on your own 7-yard line, up 17-9. Drive ended with a 33-yard field goal by Mason Crosby, but you had a linebacker, I think, on you initially. He passed you off. But, man, what's going on in your mind? Because you see the outstretched arm of one of the defenders, so you got to concentrate on the ball but see him. But then to your right, you see another defender coming and closing in. That's a tough catch.
I was just kind of locked in. I mean, the backer started off on me, but he could kind of dropped into a zone, and you could tell that corner was running to his zone, so I knew I just couldn't let him get his hands on me, and then just faded it. I honestly didn't see the guy who jumped up to try to get his hands on the ball. I did see the safety, but and that's kind of how I knew to adjust to the ball, because it was Devontae. He was running down the middle of the field, and I was running right here, and it was the safety splitting us, and he was kind of in between both of us, so I knew he couldn't put it over the top. So he was going to kind of hole shot it, but I didn't see that guy jump up, but I did see the safety.
You knew you had it all the way, didn't you?
Yes, sir. Just focus.
That's how you do it, everybody. Focus. Speaking of focus, Ricardo, you get focused because it's time for our first audience question.
Hey, we have a familiar face here, a friend of ours, Tracy Santos from Appleton. Your question for Aaron. Go ahead.
Hi, Aaron. The My Cleats, My Cause is a great program, but it seems only a few players from each team are chosen. How does the process of choosing the players and causes work, and what would your cause have been?
I mean, everybody has an opportunity to do it, but you have to submit it before a certain deadline. And they really didn't kind of do a great job of putting it out there for us. And you get caught up in the midst of the season, and then the week of My Cleats, My Cause, boom. That's when you're kind of like, oh, wow, and you didn't submit anything, so you can't wear those cleats on the field or you'll get fined. So other players did have cleats, but they couldn't wear them on the field because they would have got fined because they didn't pretty much submit paperwork.
Oh, interesting.
There you go.
Okay,
Thank
great
you, Tracy.
question,
Appreciate it. Yes, thank you very much. Let's take a timeout, and Ricardo, it's time for tonight's Stat Pack. Do you have something to say?
I don't know, Mom. What would have been my cause? She would have helped me out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Definitely something with children. Yeah, something with children.
Yes. Aaron he's just a big kid at heart, right? He's hanging out with Carson and all these guys, his bike buddy. So now we'll take a timeout.
Don't call my friends kids.
Wow, you were just, I think if he's going to punch me here pretty soon or give me a stiff
Yes,
arm
please.
or something.
Please, Aaron, please do that.
I'm the good
Ricardo will
side.
be first, though.
Yes, thank you.
Brettsy, do Brettsy.
No, not Brettsy. No, we don't want to go through that again. Tonight's Stat Pack. It's an Aaron Jones Stat Pack tonight. The Packers' third-year running back, of course, our co-host, has 12 rushing touchdowns on the year, which is tied as the fourth most scored in a single season in team history. How about that? 12 rushing touchdowns already. Record is 19. 19 rushing scores held by the great Jim Taylor. Taylor and Mon Green are tied for the second most with 15, followed by Paul Horning's 13. And then, of course, Aaron's right now tied with Jim Taylor for 12. So, meanwhile, your 15 overall touchdowns are tied for the sixth most in a single season in franchise history. How about that? As we've said before, Mon Green has the record with 20. Taylor is next with 19. Sterling Sharp, 18. Don Hudson, 17. And then Jim Taylor again with 16. Your 15 touchdowns are tied with Paul Horning, Jim Taylor, and Jordy Nelson. So not only are you mentioning the same breath as some Packer greats, Packer Hall of Famers, but some of the game's all-time greats. How about that? That's a great list to be part of.
Definitely, but that's by the end of my career, I expected to be on those lists and up there with those names. So I just got to continue to keep working, and by the end of it all, I hope to see my name right up there with them.
Yes, there we go, right? Confidence, focus. And he's about to stiff arm me right off the stage. I can just feel
Hey,
it.
Ricardo, I forgot something. though.
Yes. Hey.
Yeah, there we go, boy.
Oh, come on. Oh,
This is an Aaron Jones we have yet to see this
I
year.
forgot that walking
that
up.
was unnecessary.
Stomping
Why all the
his feet
hate?
all over the welcome
Man,
mat.
you treat
Boy,
that nice.
You can tell it's Bears week. The intensity is already
He's
up
getting
here.
worked up here.
Yeah,
I like
he
this.
is.
All right. Okay.
He is. So let's do trivia question number 1, Ricardo. How does trivia
Yes.
work tonight?
Well, we have some rules. First off, we'll ask the questions. If you think you know the answer, you got to raise your hand. Don't shout it out. And if you're correct, you win what, Brett and Aaron?
It is pizza and beer again, right, Aaron, at the Clubhouse?
Yes, sir. Pizza and beer.
Yeah, everybody loves pizza and beer at the Clubhouse.
That's right. Once you win, though, you're out for the rest of the show. And sorry, live chatters, you got to be here to win. But again, Sammy West, she'll be handling the online trivia contest, Brett.
Trivia question number 1, very interesting question. Hard to believe, but it was 25 years ago already the Packers played their final game in Milwaukee. Who did they beat on that memorable December afternoon? Who do you got, Aaron? You got anybody over? Let's go with this guy over here. Yeah, let's give him the bell. Give somebody there. The Atlanta Falcons. He gets the bell. Brett Favre's dive into the end zone. Remember that, Ricardo? With just 14 seconds remaining, capped a thrilling 9-yard touchdown run as the Packers topped the Falcons 21-17. The game ended Green Bay's 62-year run of playing home contests in Milwaukee. And why I remember that game so well, Ricardo? That was my college graduation ceremony that day.
Oh, was it?
So
Okay.
nobody was listening to the commencement speaker. Everybody had their whatever they
Yeah.
wore back in 1994. I don't know. There were no such thing as earbuds back then.
Transistor
And-
radios.
And when
Is that
Favre
like-
dove into the end zone, you could hear the graduates cheer and the crowd. They weren't. I remember the commencement guy was looking around like, "What's going on here?" I didn't say anything. So people paying attention to Packers at my college graduation. How about that story?
Many rainy
That's a great
seasons ago.
story.
Yeah, it was a great story, wasn't it? Just like my
Person
stories.
probably walking across the stage thought they was cheering for them, but
Yeah.
really wasn't.
That thought it was me. Hey, everybody. All right, well, let's get your guest onto the stage. I want to meet this guy. I'm looking forward to it. How about you guys? Should we do it? Yeah. Hold on, Josh. Our guest tonight is in his second NFL season, both with the Packers. He was selected by the Packers in the second round of the 2018 NFL Draft. Our guest tonight has played in 11 games this season on both defense and special teams. Our guest tonight, check this out, was one of just 4 rookie cornerbacks last season to appear in all 16 games. And he finished with 59 tackles, a tackle for a loss, a quarterback pressure, and 13 pass breakups on defense. Also had 3 tackles and a touchdown recovery. Remember that against the Vikings on a block punt. Our guest tonight played collegiately, unfortunately, Badger fans, at the University of Iowa.
Brett, we have an Iowa fan
I
here.
see that, and he's about ready to get escorted out of the show. But he was, Josh, at Iowa, where he was named a permanent team captain for the Hawkeyes and earned all Big Ten and All-America honors following a junior season, his final in Iowa City, in which he led the nation in pass breakups with 26 and interceptions with 8, and finished second nationally in interception return yards with 168. How about that for production? Our guest tonight is nicknamed Scooter, Jacko, and Rando. That's interesting. Our guest tonight has a relative who won an Olympic gold medal. And he is younger than my oldest son. Are you kidding me? Give it up for Green Bay Packers cornerback number 37, Josh Scooter, Jacko, and Rando Jackson. He moved in like there was a hug, and I'm like, oh, hold it now. No, that's not happening.
I'll give him this hug for you.
No, you don't have to rub my back like that, too. That's disgusting.
Okay, relax.
Anyway.
Side buddy.
Yeah, that's what side buddies do, apparently. Josh, because this is Aaron's show and you are Aaron's guest, Aaron insists on asking the first question of the night.
Okay, so my first question would be, what made you choose Iowa? Like, what other offers did you have coming out of high school?
High school, I had, I think, 8 offers, something close to that. I had TCU, Houston, Kansas State, Washington State, Colorado State, Nevada, and maybe I don't know, some other school. And but I don't know. I went to Iowa. I had a great official visit. I loved the people up there, and I kind of just trusted my instincts, and I felt like it was, the perfect choice for me. So.
Yeah, it worked out, didn't it? Man, Iowa, Kirk Ferentz, talk about him a little bit. That guy is one of the iconic college coaches, a fantastic coach. And I'm always impressed with the Iowa program is they're always churning out NFL talent, it seems like. What's the magic going on in Iowa City with Kirk Ferentz?
I think just, we take a lot of pride in doing the right things, doing the little things, whether it's, being on time each and every morning, your nutrition, just make sure you're on weight, and just going hard in the weight room and in the classroom. And I feel like that really helped me, getting to the NFL and just having that, that constant, mindset of discipline and trying to do the right thing each and every day.
Would it upset you if I mentioned that the Badgers beat the Hawkeyes 24-22 this season?
Man.
Did they beat them when you played?
Yeah, they did. They whooped us, actually. But it's all right.
Oh, man, I can't talk no trash for you then.
No, it's all right.
Hey, I got to bring it up because we are a pro Badgers crowd,
Yeah.
right? But we'll talk about something here. I've got something for you later. I'm also supposed to ask from this Iowa guy right here something about a bowling score at the Pinstripe Bowl in your bowling game and lying about your score. What's going on with that? Is there some backstory here?
Did you catch me? Oh, he caught me? Yep. Caught me lying? Yep. Damn.
We just broke news. We broke news on the show.
Hold
Yes,
on.
word travels, I guess.
There we go. I had no idea. He just came up to me and said, ask Josh about his bowling score at the Pinstripe Bowl. So I
have
did.
to talk to Jack for sure. So
Hey, I want to ask, so your father's cousin, Rodney Milburn, a gold medalist at the 1972 Munich Games, 110 hurdles.
yeah.
You ever get the chance to see the medal, wear the medal? What were some stories there?
No, I never did, but I definitely did hear, that he was a Olympic gold medalist. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Wow, he was the 1972 Games, of course, the terrorist incident too, I suppose. But
Yeah.
did you ever hear any? He was involved with that indirectly because he was in athletes' village at the Olympic Village. But did you ever hear any stories about what he had to go through?
No, I didn't.
Interesting. So, but how about a gold medal? That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. And I have here in your notes, we talked a little bit about in the back room. We'll just touch on it quickly. But your father, Paul, was a good baseball player, attended Dodgers spring training as a pitcher. But I just wanted to mention, I just saw the article today on Packers.com. Unfortunately, condolences. His father passed away on Friday after a long battle with cancer, it sounded like, and had some other health issues.
Yeah, well, he actually beat cancer, so.
Okay, good.
But
well,
it was,
he was able to do
different,
that.
circumstances. He actually was sick with a stroke. He had 2 strokes back to back, and that kind of was the, ending cause of his, long journey of him being sick. So.
Well, our condolences, and I'm sure you're very proud of him. And I'm sure he meant a lot to you in your athletic career and just your overall life, right?
Yeah, for sure, definitely. So I'm definitely in a good place. I know it's not I didn't come on the show to, bring sadness, but I appreciate you guys for the support. So, thanks.
Yeah, absolutely. So you're a Texas kid, right?
Yeah.
Went to Iowa, but you played wide receiver in high school, but then the Hawkeyes wanted you at corner, but then Iowa tried you briefly at wide receiver and then switched you back to corner. So I'm wondering, did that little stint as a wide receiver in college prepare you for kind of what they think at a higher level and as far as putting that into your cornerback game?
Yeah, a little bit. I've always been an offensive person, so growing up I always wanted to be like a quarterback, so that was kind of my goal. And then, but it definitely helped me understand the way an offensive person thinks and what they like to do and, how they like to accomplish, on the field. So it definitely helped me with cornerback.
Aaron, you want to see this guy on offense. Let's put him on offense. Let's
I
do it.
I do want to see the ball in his hands. I do. I definitely do. He got some speed, too.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, yeah, break up on. I always like you to talk about your guest.
He's done punt return. He's done punt return.
A little bit, for sure.
And he's a good corner. Great ball skills. Great tracking skills. Definitely tell baseball runs in his blood because you see the ball go up and you just see his eyes. And he's always there when you need him. Special teams, defense, Jacko, we call him as well. No questions. He's out there 100 miles per hour doing it, and he brings that energy every day that you need. He's out there dancing, talking, and making it fun at practice. So
Appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Texas boy.
Two Texas guys right here, right? Enjoying this nice, beautiful weather in northeast Wisconsin tonight.
I like snow. It snow's beautiful.
Yeah.
Snow's beautiful
I beg to differ, but
to look at.
yeah. I'm just I was doing some research on you. Some people think I'm creeping or stalking, but that's just the way I build my scripts. But you had a pretty decent growth spurt in high school. I saw freshman year to your senior year, 5 inches you grew and
Professional
added
stalker.
and had 35 pounds.
Yeah. it's a
So
little-
I mean that
little
had to.
stalkerish.
What was that?
No, I said that's a little stalkerish, but it's all right.
Brett C.
Hey, that's how we do it on Clubhouse Live. I am a good stalker. I found an old article about you.
Nah, that's but yeah, I definitely hit a growth spurt. I was a little shorter, but you know, I just always tried to wish to grow a little bit, and I grew. So I don't know. I guess you gotta just
It worked.
yeah, it
Wishing,
worked,
huh?
So, yeah.
Ended up
It
at Iowa
worked too
City.
much for me.
It's all right.
Easy. So how would you describe your young journey in the NFL so far? Year number 2, like any young player, there's always ups and downs, right?
Yeah.
I guess how do you see things working for you right now, and where do you see yourself going as the season goes on and the years go on?
Right now, I'm just trying to, you know, make sure I can do what I need to do to help the team. So I feel like, you know, we're on a good journey right now, and the most important thing for me to do is, you know, be here for my teammates wherever it is, wherever I need to help out is what I'm trying to do. And you know, I know we have bigger aspirations as a team, you know, to win Super Bowls, and you know, and that takes, you know, everybody, you know. So I'm just trying to play my part.
How'd you keep your head up with that foot injury that sidelined you in camp? And obviously, you know, no athlete wants to go through an injury.
Mhm.
So what kept you going through that and getting back on the field?
Just, you know, the bigger picture, having a bigger goal, and the team was that, and they definitely motivated me and pushed me, and I feel like that helped a lot.
So explain to the folks here how tough it is to play cornerback in the NFL. We've had some other corners on in the show, but I mean, you got to have a short memory, right? Because every cornerback at some point is going to get beat on a play. Just the way
Yeah.
it is, just happens because they're pretty good on the other side too. So
Yeah, it's more obvious at corner. If you get beat, everybody knows it's your fault. Everybody knows, you know, that you're the one who messed up. And for instance, if you're, you know, receiver or something, you drop a ball, it's just kind of, all right, next play we gotta, you know, execute next time. So, you know, vice versa. As a defender, you have to just make sure, you know, you have to be close to perfect, and you have to have a short memory even if you do mess up. So.
you emulate or try to model any NFL cornerbacks? Because in another article that I found about you, it said that you were friends with the Richard Sherman of the 49ers. I guess he back then may have been with the Seahawks, but
Yeah.
you kind of befriended each other, and he gave you some tips. And
Yeah, we're close. So we talk, and he's helped me out a lot just throughout the process of, you know, draft and coming to the NFL. But to model my game after another cornerback, I'm not sure. But I would say one of my favorite defensive backs was Ed Reed.
oh yeah,
For sure. So
legendary Ed Reed,
Yeah.
just named to the NFL All 100 team, one of the top safeties and DBs back in NFL history. One more, but then I'm going to go over to Sammy West. She's flagging me down. She's got some online stuff. But I also read somewhere where you're also Melvin Gordon of the Chargers, a former Badgers running back. You guys he helped you a little bit in the process too, getting ready for the NFL.
not necessarily. I mean, I know who he is though. But
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess that was the wrong article. There must have been some inaccurate information there.
Stalker facts failed.
Yeah. That's strike 3 for the evening, everybody.
Wah, wah, wah.
I guess that's going to end this segment. And let's go over to Sammy West, who's got some online stuff. Rescue me, Sammy, please.
Well, I'll try. So we've got lots of people watching, 12 states.
Dang.
It's been a pretty lively chat. So I'll give a couple of questions. Jason on the live stream, this is for Aaron. He's wondering, is there a running back you'd most compare your game to?
My favorite running back growing up was Emmitt Smith, but I would say if somebody who my game's kind of like would be probably like Jamal Charles a little bit. Kind of not a huge back, but doesn't take a lot of hits, explosive, and finds ways to get it done receiving and running. So.
Cool. And then another question that I think would apply to both of you, kind of fun. So Kevin from Facebook, he's wondering, how do you choose which section to do your Lambo leaps in? And have you had any funny experiences when doing a leap?
So Actually, before the game, I seen some people with a sign. They were from El Paso, where I'm from. And I always go see my dad before going to the locker room. And I was telling my dad, I was like, Dad, I know where I'm Lampo leaping. Some people from El Paso, whatever. And I score, and I'm looking for their sign, and I don't see it. And I'm like, pause for a second. I'm like trying to make sure I don't see it. Like trying to make sure I see it, but I don't. And then I just went. So wherever you're closest, or try to pick a new spot, because I've scored a lot in that same end zone. So I kind of try to pick a new spot.
Yeah.
I'm looking for the food. Whoever has the food.
There you go.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I can relate.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Thank you very much, Sammy. And thanks to everybody watching online. A couple more things, and then it is back to Sammy for our social media question of the night. But which receiver has talked the best trash so far out there that you've seen in the NFL?
Probably Cortland Sutton.
Okay.
I would say.
Can you repeat anything he said?
I probably shouldn't, but you know. But I mean, I feel like that's everyone. A lot of people talk trash, but I would say him. But I mean, he's definitely, you know, showed up really well throughout the NFL so far, and you know, I like his game. And I think he's gonna, you know, be a really great receiver. So
You talk a little trash out there too. You kind of reciprocating.
a little bit. So
Yeah.
it just depends. I try not to.
Try
But I
to
do.
let you play duty talking
Yeah.
for you. Last thing, let's say you're the defensive coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
How are you going to try to slow down Aaron Jones? Because you see him all the time in practice. You see him in games. You're going to devise a game plan. How are you going to shut him down, slow him down?
Hey, don't get no tips, bro. Don't
No
get
tips, though.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I would just I would do a running back spy on him. That's what I would do. I would make sure he's attained at all times. But you know, nobody stopped him so far. So I feel like it's tough. It's tough for any defensive coordinator to come up with a plan to stop him, because you know he has too much versatility. Whether it's, you know, matchups on linebackers, matchups on even corners. So he's a dangerous weapon, and I think any coordinator that tries to defend against him is gonna have trouble. So
Yes. Good answer, Josh. And now it is back. We're going to head back to Sammy West for tonight's social media question of the night.
Sorry, I was looking at some more questions. Tony Zippy on Facebook wants to know, how inspirational was it to meet Coach Rob Mendez? And that's for
Yes.
Aaron.
That's a great question.
It was very inspirational. I told him that he was actually an inspiration to not like only football players, but to everybody. He doesn't let anything stop him. Having no arms, no legs, you know how hard that is. Like, he can't feed himself. He can't use a cell phone. He can't do anything. But you never see him see that affect him living his daily life. He's so happy. He's so blessed just to be here, and then to be a football coach. That's insane. He didn't let borders or boundaries stop him from doing what he wanted to do. And I think that just goes for everybody. If you want to do something, you put your mind to it and you work for it and go get it.
What about you, Josh? What'd you take out of that? Because that was last week at practice, right? That he was there? Yeah.
I really loved his passion, and I got to talk to him kind of one-on-one, and you know, he taught me a lot. You know, just as far as being thankful, being grateful for what you have, and that's kind of what I realized just talking to him. And you know, I think he's a big motivation for a lot of people, you know, in coaching world and just throughout the world for what he's doing. And I'm really happy and proud of him. So
Yeah, great question to ask Tony, and obviously Mendez an ESPY award winner, and also just spoke at Cook County High School, Ricardo, I believe too. So also the JV football coach as well. So anyway, Sammy, Tony wins something, right?
Yes, for having his question selected, Tony wins a signed photo of Aaron Jones. Each week, we'll ask you to submit a question for our upcoming guest that we'll ask live during Monday's show. Look for it on facebook.com/Clubhouse Live.
Thank you very much.
I want him to know I signed that picture with love. So
Yes, it's with love. Actually, Tony's here tonight, so there you go.
signed that with love.
Let's take another time out. Ricardo, let's do trivia question number 2. You are asking it.
Yes, that's right. But I need all three of you to look out in the crowd to see who raises their hand. Here we go. We all know that memorable Monday Night Football matchup between the Packers and Redskins in 1983. That was a contest that saw Green Bay hold on for a 48-47 win. Packers quarterback Lynn Dickey, remember Lynn Dickey? He threw 3 touchdown passes that night, including 2 to this Pro Bowl tight end who wound up being inducted into the Packers Hall of Fame.
All right, there you go.
Wow,
Paul
that was
Kaufman.
quick.
Okay.
He knew it.
The
Bob gets
older
a pizza
gentleman
and
knew
beer.
the answer. Oh,
Paul
yeah.
Kaufman, 3-time Pro Bowl tight end, finished with 6 catches, 124
quick.
yards.
He was quick with that one,
He
man.
was quick. At the time, that was the highest scoring game in Monday Night Football history. All right, we need Tracy, we need Tony.
Here we go.
And we need some music, Rosie. It is time for tonight's Clubhouse Live Challenge. Let's do it. No ping pong tonight, Aaron Jones. So Tracy, you know it. You're with Aaron. Tony, who actually won the social media question of the night, is right next to you, Aaron Jones.
Tony, if you beat me, that picture might not be signed with love.
He is.
No, that's with you.
Tony's Josh is playing partner tonight. Tracy is with Aaron, and we are going to play a game that we're going to call Sing That Christmas Tune. Yes, it's a kind of a take off of How Well Do You Know. So it's time to get into the Christmas spirit, guys, and I'll sing you, I'm going to try anyway, the first line of a popular Christmas song. If you know the next line, simply ring the bell and then sing that next line. And yes, you must sing it to qualify for the point.
If you don't sing it, then I'm going to say it the same way.
I'm singing it.
Okay.
I'm singing it, I promise. Each question or each
Ooh,
song
do
is
you
worth
have to
1
promise on
point.
that? Ooh.
Stop it.
All right.
You are keeping track, Ricardo.
I am, yes.
And then, Josh, there is a bonus question of a point total that I'll determine to make sure Aaron wins the game because it is his show, after all. So what you're playing for tonight, another Packers flag goes to the winner, right? That'll look good. Signed with love, apparently, a photo of Showtime Aaron Jones.
Everything's done with love.
A USA Today Network Wisconsin ice scraper. It's winter time, and then you know you can't ever go home without an Eric Lives Here Mike Thiel MVP CD with our official Clubhouse Live music. The runner-up goes home with everything but the flag. All right. Ricardo, can I get a little C? Can you give me a little hum there?
There you go. Match it.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right.
Please don't.
Here we go. Song number 1. Jingle bells, jingle bells. Yes, Josh. You have to sing it.
Oh my God. Jingle bells, jingles all the way.
And then what?
Oh, what fun it is to ride in one horse open sleigh.
Hey! 1 point for Josh Jones, right, Ricardo?
Yes, 1-0,
I thought you
Josh.
said the next two.
Well, he interrupted the question, so I kind of had to kind of steer him along. But 1-0, Josh. Song number 2.
Hold on, can I get the rules again?
Here we go. I'm dreaming. Josh.
Hold on, I asked for the rules
Of a
again.
white Christmas.
There we go.
Yes,
2-0,
Josh.
Josh.
Jackson. Ricardo, score.
2-0, Josh.
2-0, Josh.
It's
Aaron
too
is
easy.
angry.
Too
Watch
easy.
out.
I asked for the rules before your question.
The rules are I sing you the first line. If you know the
too
rest,
easy.
then you ring the bell and sing the next line.
Okay, the next line. Why'd you keep making him sing, though?
Because I hadn't finished. I hadn't
So
finished the first line.
I just wanted to clear that up because I
Aaron's
might know
very
the next line,
particular.
but I might not know the line after that. So
He is
details.
Yes.
With Coach LaFleur, you learn the
He's
details.
holding your feet to the flame, Brett.
I don't like it. All right. Number 3. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Yes.
Had a very shiny nose.
Yes,
Yes.
Ricardo score.
2-1, Josh.
He rang the bell so hard it didn't ring.
Yeah.
It just.
He's angry with
Yeah.
you.
He's mad at me.
Wait,
Now
what are we going to 3?
By the way, Brett, you're singing
4.
very
4.
monotone. Can you spice it up a little bit?
Can you give me another?
So I
another-
told you. That's
No,
why
I-
I said. That's why I asked him if he was gonna sing because I knew
That
I knew
is
was
me
gonna
singing.
Because you're like this. I'm dreaming. You know, it's supposed to be.
Okay, Mr.
I'm
Carey.
I should have said
dreaming.
the red-nosed reindeer. It's like you're reading lyrics. Come on, you got to get into it.
Come on, Brett.
Okay. Number 4. On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. Yes.
Partridge in a pear tree.
Yes,
Yes.
Ricardo score.
2-2. 2-2. Brett, by the way, we said sing better, not louder.
That is how I sing.
Okay. Am I right, Aaron? Sing better, not louder.
That's good singing. I could have
It's
won.
okay, you're trying. That's all
I
that
could have
matters.
won American Idol. I know I could have.
Whoa. Okay.
That's
Trivia-
how I know you think very highly of yourself. That's how I know you're not winning basketball as well.
Yes, and I am doing a Lambo
2-2,
leap. Easy.
Brett,
I
2-2.
know I can do a Lambo leap. too.
Actually, I might reconsider. You might be able to do a Lambo leap. I watched a guy do it this weekend, and you might be able to. You might.
Was he as unathletic
They
as
pulled
Brett?
him up, though. We don't get pulled up there.
I wouldn't pull myself. I would. I
You could
do
jump
it.
up there the
Yes.
same way I do
Yes,
without getting pulled up.
correct.
Oh, no. Okay. I'll take my bet on that.
Yes.
You got pulled up? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, stand up right here, Mom.
We are doing a show right now. Trivia question number 5. Oh, your mother is here.
No, it's a little bit taller than you. I was just seeing how tall. It's taller than her, just so you know.
I got very nervous when Mrs. Jones came. I thought I was in
No,
trouble.
you're not jumping over my
I
mom.
thought I was in trouble. Now it's 2-2.
Yes, go ahead, Brett.
Number 5. He's making a list. He's checking it twice.
Better find out who's naughty or nice.
Yes, Ricardo.
He said he's better.
Santa
Well,
Claus is coming
Technically,
to town.
Brett, technically that's the wrong word.
He's gonna find.
It's-
Yes,
Who's
Aaron's
naughty
right on
or
that.
nice?
Yeah.
Close enough.
All
Ricardo
right.
score.
3-2, Josh.
That makes this bonus
He caught
question
it.
Dang, he did catch it.
2
Dang.
points.
No, you were.
Bonus question is 2 points to give Aaron a chance to win the game. Now, no need to sing the answer in this
Yes,
one.
everyone be quiet.
This is just a question
We'll just
of
read
a
it like
song.
you've been.
What was Mommy seen doing last night? Yes, Aaron Jones.
Kissing Santa Claus.
Yes, he
Oh,
pulls
yes.
it out. Aaron Jones gets the 2 points, and he wins
right.
the game. That's how we play it. Rosie, some
I
championship
don't think
music.
Santa's supposed to be doing that.
Because Tracy's going home with a flag. The photo of Aaron Jones, an ice scraper from USA Today Network, Wisconsin, and the MVP CD. Tony, you're not going home empty-handed. You have the picture as well. You get the ice scraper. And the CD as well. How about a round of applause for our contestants? And a round of applause for my singing. Thank you very much. If I was 18 years old, I could win American Idol. I know I could.
Whew, Brett, the imagination
But
on
18
Your
you.
voice a lot different then?
18. It was more sultry. That's what I practiced. But 18 was
Puberty hit.
18 was a long time ago.
Oh.
18 was a long time ago.
Aaron's roasting you again, man.
Stop it.
Oh, remember Jamal? No, it never hit. 2.5 men.
Yes. All right, Aaron. Aaron, that's enough.
Ah.
Let's give some pictures to our guests, and then Ricardo, it's your turn for the another audience question. But Josh, we like you being here. We hope you've been having a good time tonight. Like I said, it's a little bit different show. We kind of screw around a little bit, talk some football too. But it's the giving season. It's the holiday season, and I've got some pictures for your man cave.
Cool.
For your man cave, either in Green Bay or Texas. And I want you to hang these on your wall. And I want you to invite me over sometime so we can look at these pictures together. But this is
I don't know about that.
Josh Jackson. Look at that, Viking fan, scoring the touchdown. Put it on the monitor. There it is against the Vikings. Your first career NFL touchdown, and there's more of these to come with you in the end zone, right? Number 37. That's for you. I like it. And then this is a very cool picture. This is an iconic picture of Josh Jackson in the cool Iowa Hawkeyes threads. Put it on the monitor. Look at that
Oh, wow.
one-handed grab.
Look at that.
Interception against Ohio State. Showing off a vertical like I used to have.
Looks like Charles Woodson.
I could climb the ladder too. But
Thank
look
you.
at that. In
Appreciate
fact, didn't they make a T-shirt out of that pick?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was like somebody. I think I don't know. They're selling them in Iowa City or something. Or yeah,
Thank you. I appreciate it.
absolutely. And then, hey,
But he didn't get any money off that, though.
no, you're going home with an MVP CD as well. So yeah, some cool pictures. I love that with the crowd in the background. So very cool. Ricardo.
Yes.
Let's keep this moving.
Yeah.
You have a very familiar
Yes, our
audience
buddy.
member, bike buddy, Josh's
Yes,
bike buddy right
exactly.
there.
This is our guy, Liam McCabe. Liam, your question for Josh, my friend.
What is your favorite thing about being a Green Bay Packer?
Great question. My favorite thing is the community. As a Green Bay Packer, I feel like, I'm really accepted in the community, and I feel that, we're here to win, and I feel like as a Packer, we are going to win. So that's what I like about being a Packer.
All right,
Yes.
Liam. Good question, Liam.
Excellent question,
Good
Liam.
buddy.
Talk about one of the new guys in your running backs room, right? Tyler
Swervin'.
Irvin. Swervin' 51 yards on 4 punt returns, right? How about this guy? Bringing a spark to the special teams. You can speak on that, too. What do you like about this guy?
He's a very humble guy, so I actually didn't know his nickname was Swervin' until Saturday night meetings. Coach was like, "Where's Swervin' at?" And we're all like, "Who's Swervin'?" And it makes sense. His last name's Irvin, and so one of our offensive line coaches coached him in college, gave him that nickname. So it's very fitting. Anytime you got a returner like that, is game changing and flips the field for you. And this past game, we saw a lot of possessions starting 40 plus or 50 yard line. So anytime you can do that, and you got 12 at quarterback, that's really good.
Nice addition, Josh, to the special teams units, right? I mean, this guy, like you said, flipped the field, and that makes a huge difference in a game.
For sure. So, all we got to do is just make sure we hold up our blocks, and he's definitely going to make some plays and do the rest. So, we just got to do our job.
Yeah, original 4th-round draft pick by the Houston Texans in 2016. So, hey, guys, big final stretch coming up. I know that you're focused on the Bears, but this is it. Last 3 games of the season, all against NFC North Division rivals. You're 3-0 against the division. This is it. This is Aaron. This is crunch time, isn't it? And it starts against the Chicago Bears. You guys got to be looking forward to this, knowing that you're 10-3, and you control everything. You control the division, and you can control a first-round bye with a strong finish.
Yes, sir. We know we go out there and handle what we have to handle, one game at a time. We'll set ourselves up the right way, and but like you said, it starts with Chicago, and it started today with our preparation. So we're looking forward to it. It's a rivalry, and doesn't get any better than that.
Josh, instead of me asking you the keys to beating the Chicago Bears, I want you. Do you have a message for Ricardo Arguello, the Chicago Bears fan over there, as you get ready for Sunday's game? What do you want to tell him?
Nah.
They're giving you a lot of suggestions over here.
A lot. Well, I think
We're a family show, remember?
I think the keys are just, it just kind of starts with us, just like Aaron said earlier in the show, just our preparation and just, how we attack the day. It's pretty much, how we're going to, beat them. And like you said, we control our own destiny. So we know these last 2 weeks are going to be a true grind, and it's just going to be a testament to how we, prepare and how we, want to finish. So.
Good answer, and I'm glad you didn't even look at him because he's not worthy of your answer anyway. So, hey, how about Josh Jackson and Aaron Jones tonight?
Thank you.
Let's do trivia number 3 real quick. It shouldn't take very long. Up next for the Packers, of course, is the rival Bears, Green Bay or Chicago, everybody. Which team has won more in the long and storied series? Whoa. Right there. Come on up. Give her the bell. And give her the pizza and beer gift certificate, Ricardo. I got so excited that the Packers are leading the series. 98-95-6. It's going to be 99-95-6. Right, Mean Gene, after Sunday's game. It's going to happen.
Mean Gene's awake. All right.
Hey, time to go up north. It's where we do our picks. Oh, you got the Bears visor.
That's right. You know who I'm
Why
picking?
did we even give him a second on the show? With
You
that
know
visor?
who I'm picking. Let me tell you something,
give him a
Brett. This is gonna be a nice
It's
close
only
game.
one visor that matters in here.
Yeah, that's right here.
Let me put it on, Aaron, since you want me to wear this
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
visor.
Yes, sir.
How's
Yes.
it look?
It looks
How's
perfect.
it look?
Look, he looks funny with his on.
Yes,
No,
I look good.
I look good.
I look
He
fantastic.
looks like an angry bird.
How do I look? How do I look, at least? I look pretty good, don't I?
You look great.
I look great.
It's the hair, yeah.
All right,
Yes.
that was a good one, Aaron. That was a good one.
Yeah, the Packers-Bears bet. What are we doing?
I don't know. What
Maybe
are we
we should
doing?
let Aaron decide.
No.
Yeah, you're afraid. You're not confident, are you?
No,
You are
that's
not.
I'll
not in
take
the
your house and car, too.
That's not in the contract either.
Your
So-
car. We're betting your car.
My car? I ain't
Yeah.
giving you. I ain't giving you my Acura. No way.
We'll
It ain't
do-
a Civic.
We'll do the jersey thing, but we can't do it next week because that's ugly
That's
Christmas.
right.
We'll do it we don't have a show the week of the 23rd, so the 30th.
Okay.
You will pay off the bet
Yes.
by wearing a Packers jersey.
By the way-
we should get you an Aaron Jones jersey to
Hey,
wear.
I would love to wear an Aaron Jones
Yeah.
jersey. I ain't
Where's
wrong,
Mike
no
Cruz?
wrong with
Hey,
that.
Mike Cruz, get on that, would you please?
Okay, Mike.
Yeah, yeah. Do you want Ricardo wearing that? No, I don't think
No,
so.
I
don't
wear
think you want-
deodorant and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm all right.
Anyway, I'm saying
Nice
it's
out.
going to, hey, it's black and blue. It's a division. It's going to be a close game. You know it's going to be a close game. I'm saying it 23-20.
Hey, I'm saying 21-20.
I'm saying 23-20.
All right.
Green Bay wins a late Mason Crosby field goal. It's going to be one of those back and forth defensive battles. I think this guy's in the end zone, And I think Josh Jackson's coming up with an
No,
interception.
no way.
He's going to pick off Mitch
No,
Trubisky.
never.
Yes, he is.
I'll tell you this, Brett. I'm hoping it doesn't come down to a kick for my Bears.
Yeah, I think we're going to see some quick rhythm stuff in this offense too to make sure that pass rush stays away. So I think Matt LaFleur's going to mix things up a little bit.
David
23-20,
Montgomery. David
Lambeau
Montgomery,
Field.
big game.
No, well, so is Aaron Jones. That's a big
Oh,
game.
he might,
A big name
yeah.
too. And Josh Jackson has a pick six. I'm saying
Never.
even a pick six.
Mitch has
Let's do
never.
it.
He's never thrown one.
Mean Gene, do you like it? Yes. Ricardo, Packers News app.
That's right. With Packers news and analysis. Hold on, Brett. I got to get to the page.
You should have this memorized by now. We've only been doing it 11 years.
That's right. With exclusive commentary, insider analysis, and award-winning photos and videos from USA Today Network, Wisconsin's Packers coverage. See, the Packers News app is your one-stop shop for complete coverage of the Green Bay Packers. That app is available for iPhone and Android users only. And Brett, they got the new Motorola Razors.
It's
You
cool.
can fold them.
It's looking
They
pretty
cost
cool.
thousands of dollars.
Special
I need
thank
to
you to our
see one of
sponsors. Yeah, look them up
Razors,
on
they
Google.
came
They're
back?
pretty cool. They're flip
need-
phones with
I-
a screen. Yeah. Superior Discount Liquors. Check them out in Green Bay, Manitowoc, and Sheboygan, or find them online at superiordiscountliquors.com. Mayfield Sports Marketing, a leading Wisconsin sports marketing agency and speaker bureau. Escort Limousine Service, the preferred limousine service of the Green Bay Packers, and the Red Line Hotel, Paper Valley. Aaron Jones, remember, ugly Christmas sweater next week,
Yes, sir.
and you have the final word.
I'd like to thank all you guys for coming and spending your Monday night with me. I also like to thank Josh for coming out as well, and I'd like to thank you for your continued support. You guys are great, and like you said, that's one special thing about being a Packer is you guys feel loved, and just want to say thank you, and look forward to seeing you guys next week after we celebrate a win, and go Pack go.
Yeah, keep those claps coming for Jacko, for Showtime, for Ricardo, for Sammy and the rest of the Clubhouse Live crew. I am the stalker, Brett Christopherson, saying so long. Be back here next Monday night at 6:30 as we celebrate a big Packers victory over the Chicago Bears with this guy, Green Bay Packers running back Aaron Showtime Jones. Mean Gene, take it away. Stick around for a big drawing.